everyone, and welcome back to Ms. Craftsalots Lair. I am Barbie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Beloit, Wisconsin, in the United States of America. And today I am here to show you how to make a variation of this card. So I am going to show you how to make this up just a little bit different, but just to go over, the only thing I'm changing from this card is I'm taking away this particular ribbon and adding in a strip of basic gray. And I think I'm actually going to bring out the same markers that I used to color in the lipstick. I'm going to kind of dash around the flowers and the lipstick just a little bit on my homemade DSP. So, to give you an idea of what you need in order to make this particular card, the first thing is we're going to be using the Dressed to Impress stamp set. This is a photopolymer set. You can get a die set with it, but I didn't order that when I ordered the stamp set, so I'm going to be doing some fussy cutting today of the lipstick, but we're all good. So the Dress to Impress stamp set, like I said, it is a photopolymer. If I did not say that already, it is a photopolymer stamp set, which makes it that much easier to line things up and get things situated and all that good stuff. Papers. We have Melon Mambo for the card base. It's my go-to card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. A piece of Whisper White for the homemade DSP. This is 2 inches by 5.5 inches. A piece for the sentiment. This is Whisper White as well. It's 2-inch square. A piece of Whisper White scrap for the lipstick that I will be fussy cutting. If you have the die, by all means, go ahead and die cut it. And then a piece of basic gray. This is 2.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to get started off here by stamping the homemade DSP. I love to do this. It's kind of a thing of mine. I love to make homemade DSP. The ink we're using today is basic gray and the Melon Mambo. And then we are also going to be using these 3 Stampin' Right markers. We have Melon Mambo from the Brights collection, and then the Basic Gray and the Smoky Slate from the Neutrals. I think I filled you in. Nope, did not fill you in on everything. The Trio Punch. We're going to be rounding the corners on the 2-inch square piece when we get there. So we're going to start off by doing the basic gray. I have my lipstick already lined up, well, on my block here. So I am going to go ahead and just kind of stamp this everywhere, going in every which direction on my paper. I want this one to come out this way a little bit. So you can play around and see what you like best and just do this your way, because this is your homemade DSP. And then I'm going to get just a little bit of the lipstick. I'm going to go this way because I want the lipstick to show down that way. Then I am using the double flower, which is this stamp right here, to kind of fill in using the basic gray. To kind of fill in the blank spots. But we're going to come in with a little bit of other stuff too to help us fill this in. And I don't think I have enough room to put it there. No. Because I don't want to overlap, because that, I don't think that looks so great. So then I'm going to go ahead and fold up my basic gray for now. It'll be coming back out here in just a little bit, but And then take out the Melon Mambo, and I'm going to use the dots that are in the in the stamp set. And I'm going to load it up, but I'm going to stamp off and just kind of do muted melon, or Melon Mambo. Oops. See, I forgot to stamp off. But that's the joy of doing this kind of stuff. You can do it, make it your own. Just do what you want to do, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. I just prefer to stamp off, because I think stamp off of the paper, because I think that makes it look a little bit more DSP authentic, I guess is what I'm looking for. But this also gives like a little bit of color pop too. And I'm going to take out, and I'm going to get a little bit more artsy fartsy here, because I'm going to take out my Stampin' chamois and clean this off a little bit, because I'm going to only do a couple of spots in just random areas. So I want to do just get the one loaded and go back in and stamp, and hopefully I can do this without making a mess, because last time I made a mess. I go there. And I love the muted look of the stamped off. And I did kind of make a little bit of a boo, but that can be fixed. There's always ways to fix things. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off my black there. And then I'm going to bring out the Melon Mambo marker and kind of just give a touch of color in the petals of some of these flowers. I'm not completely coloring in, and I'm not gonna sit here and be all perfectionist here. I'm just gonna hit some spots on the petals. That's the word I'm looking for. Just to give it a little bit of more of a pop here. And then, like I said, I hit that one by accident, so I am going to try to see if just a little shot of, actually that one's supposed to be basic gray. Just like that. And then a little bit more of the Melon Mambo. Get the right end here. And just kind of around the base of the contour there. Just to give it a little bit of a pop. I'm not coloring in completely. I just wanted to give it that little hint that there's a little bit of color there. And I will call that done. So then I will take out my scrap sheet of paper here and the basic gray, and then I've also got my 2-inch square. I'm going to go ahead and stamp with the basic gray the lipstick again on the big scrap piece. The sentiment, be bold as your lipstick, in basic gray. I'm going to go ahead and put that on to the right side of the 2x2. As such. That's it for the basic gray. Melon Mambo comes out, and this time I'm going to use that. The larger of this scribble is what I would probably call it. This is going to be stamped off again, and I'm going to arrange that under the, or over, because it's going to look like it's kind of in the background. But I'm going to stamp that over the sentiment as such. And then I'm going to go ahead and chase this around with the corner rounder. Start with my Melon Mambo marker and color in the lipstick, the actual lipstick part. And then the Smoky Slate is going to be on this top third part of the lipstick container. Because I think it's the closest that it looks like to silver, and I think quite a few lipsticks have the silver barrel, I think is what it's called technically. And then the basic gray for the bottom third, or 2/3. And then I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this, and I will be right back. Alright, and I did a little bit of a cleanup on top of finishing off that fussy cutting. Grab my Stampin' seal, and I'm going to start layering this up. So my homemade DSP, centered onto the basic gray. And then the basic gray piece here. I am going to put about, I'd say a 1/4 to 3/8 over from the edge. And then I am going to go ahead and use my tape runner, my Stampin' seal, to put my lipstick onto the 2x2. And grab my dimensionals for the last bit here. Pop this up. I got my little trash can here. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that on over to the side here. I think that's good. And there you are, a finished card. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this project, please like, share, subscribe, and watch more. You can find links to my Stampin' Up! Store, blog, dimensions, and the product list in the description below. Until next time.